Cutting emissions is going to require moving away from fossil fuels, and there is a push to move toward clean hydrogen.
Yeah, this week, our partners at Canary Media are taking a look at every angle of the hydrogen industry. Today's piece takes us to Houston, where black gold has reigned supreme over 100 years. Julie Inspector, senior reporter with Canary Media, joining us now on the potential energy boom. Thank you so much for being with us. And we talk about Texas tea, do hydrogen. Why is this part of the country the mecca in the fossil fuel energy?
Yeah, well, the reason it's potentially going to be the biggest source for clean hydrogen is it's already a huge source of dirty hydrogen. So it turns out hydrogen is a crucial part of the refining process. So Houston and surrounding areas, they make hydrogen, they send it through pipelines, they deliver it to large industrial customers. But this type of hydrogen has always been made with methane, natural gas, fossil gas, and it releases a lot of carbon emissions into the atmosphere. So the new push is to take that expertise and that workforce and that infrastructure, but do it without the carbon emissions.
All right, so this is all great, and we can't just flip a switch, though, on this. We wish we could to go to all clean energies, and hydrogen is one of those clean energy sources, but fossil fuels are still needed to produce it. So how do we tackle this? It seems to be a conundrum, right? Even with EV vehicles, when you charge it, you still have to use fossil fuels.
So yes, so one way to make hydrogen with less emissions is if you take in the methane, but you put in carbon capture, and so you stop the carbon from actually getting out into the atmosphere, and then you have to put it somewhere, sequester it underground. So there's still a lot of questions on how clean that whole process really is, at the end of the day. And a few companies have some early trials where they say they can catch a lot of it, and other people have succeeded in putting carbon underground. But, we're going to see if you put all those pieces together, how low carbon it really is. But there is a different way to make hydrogen with renewable electricity, and you use what's called an electrolyzer, and you basically split water into hydrogen gas and oxygen. And so there's a whole other group of people in Texas, which is now the biggest renewable energy powerhouse in the country. And they're trying to take all that wind and solar that thrives in Texas and turn it into this clean hydrogen.
So we have two options, it sounds like here. What is the market, though? Will it be for homeowners, businesses? Who gets the energy? Who gets to use it?
So that's a crucial question, because you can't really invest all the money to make this stuff unless you have a customer. They're really looking at more like big industrial kind of entities. So if you want to make steel but without all the carbon emissions, you can use hydrogen for that. If you want to make chemicals, fertilizer, shipping fuels, it's going to be like big industrial kind of facilities.
Okay.
Not really coming to your doorstep. Yeah.
That's okay. You got to start somewhere.
Yep.
Julie Inspector, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And of course, everyone can read the full article at canarymedia.com. Thanks for your time, man.
Thanks for having me.